afternoon. Uh, Actually, we are learning about backtracking and branch and bound. In the last few of the classes, we learned about branch and bound. Branch and bound uses a data structure called a state space tree, and it can be used to solve the optimization problems. In particular, it deals with the minimization problems, and it uses a state space tree uh, and generates the search mechanism uh, towards a breadth first search based on some bounding function. You have learned the bounding function called CCAP, in particular least cost branch and bound to solve the 0 by 1 knapsack problem. And moreover, we have concentrated on the differences between least cost branch and bound, FIFO branch and bound, and LIFO branch and bound techniques. And we have developed some what are the various differences we noticed and all, everything we have done with branch and bound. And we have gone through some gate questions using branch and bound. And the quizzes given in the portal also we have solved based on branch and bound techniques. There are few questions to solve like programmatically. Those questions I have left with you, and we have discussed how to solve those questions, but did not solve exactly the questions. I'm leaving to you. Please solve it using branch and bound. If you need doubts, you please post me. Now we'll move to the backtracking. Backtracking also a design technique, uses a state space tree to solve the problem. If you want to solve any problem using a backtracking, we need to use the same data structure called state space tree. And it can be used to solve the both optimization and non-optimization problems. Whereas branch and bound uses only optimization problems, that to minimization problems. We have seen in one particular example, like least cost branch and bound using 0 by 1 knapsack problem, which is actually a maximization problem. But we need to convert that maximization problem into minimization problem by adding a negative sign, because branch and bound deals with only a minimization problems. Here the example for backtracking. Come to backtracking. It uses a feasibility function rather than a bounding function in branch and bound. Is a generally we'll say n queens. Yeah. And where we can assume like if it is a 4 rows and yeah, 4 queens. We need to place these queens at, you don't confuse regarding to the queen. Queen is nothing but a some object, any one object. We need to place the queens such that no two queens are in the same row or in the same column or in the same diagonal. Whereas if 8 by 8 is concerned, this is 8 by 8 chessboard. There will be given 8 queens for us. Suppose if any queen is placed in this particular cell, you should not place any queen in this particular row or a particular column or a particular diagonal, both the diagonals. In these places where the red color is marked, in those places you are not supposed to place any other queen. That is the condition, constraint or condition, such that you need to place all the queens in the chessboard. That is the target for us. This can be solved by using a backtrack. First of all, what is a backtracking? Backtracking means we'll attempt to do something. We will try to do something. In the name itself, we can say that. In backtracking, we'll try to do something. If any obstacle occurs, we'll go back. Backtrack. Backtrack means if any problem occurs, we'll come back to the original place and restart from that. Given a problem, a set of constraints, and the possibly objective function, the solution optimizes objective function with a feasible solution. Backtracking also a searching mechanism like branch and bound, search for a solution. Yes, now you focus on here. Suppose 4 queens are given like this. Here you see this is 1 row, 2nd row, 3rd row, 4th row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 queens. Right. So now this is a complete state space tree. Complete state space tree. What is complete state space tree means? Let us check. Yeah. Now, here x1 is equal to 1, x1 is equal to 2, x1 is equal to 3, x1 is equal to 4. Please remember that x1 is equal to 1. This represents q1 placed in first column. That is very, very important. You should not focus on these values of the nodes 1, 2, 18, 3, 8, 13, 19. Those are not necessary for us. For us, the important is these values. These values. x1 is equal to 1. That means q1 placed in first column. Q1 placed in first column. x1 is equal to 2. That means q1 placed in second column. x1 is equal to 3. q1 placed in third column. x1 is equal to 4. That means q1 placed in fourth column. If q1 placed in first column, and then this will be a 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One subtree is completed. Then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then another subtree will be completed. Here 12 after 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. First subtree is complete. That's why it is following a depth first search. Backtracking follows a depth first search, whereas branch and bound follows a breadth first search. Now, after completion of this 17, here it starts with 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Whenever subtree is completed, 23 is completed, we'll start with 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. This subtree is completed depth wise, right? Whereas this is a complete state space tree, friends. Please understand. This is x1 is equal to 1, x1 is equal to 2, 3, 4. If x1 is equal to 1, q1 is to be placed in first column. This denotes this is x2. x2 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 3, x2 is equal to 3, x2 is equal to 4, x2 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 3, x2 is equal to 4, x2 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 4. This entire thing represents x2. This is x3. This is x4. Because we are having a 4x4 chessboard, x1, x2, x3, x4. These edges are only important for us, right? Now, among these, all the possibilities, we'll take only a few possibilities. Few branches only we'll consider. What are the branches we have considered? Let us see. Yes, listen. If x1 is placed in first column, x2 can be placed in second column. If x1 placed in here, x2 can be placed in second column. So then immediately the attack will occur. So that's why this node is dead node. This 3 is dead node, and that's why after this 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, these all will be not to be considered. Then we'll go with 8. That's why we are going with 8. If x2 is placed in third column, this is x3. Then here also attacks will come. These two D represents attacks. Here attacks will come. So that's why these two are also not possible. So we realized that we should not go with x3 values. X3 values are wrong, and x2 also wrong. We'll go with x2 as 4, and we'll start doing something. But we have obstacles. That means whenever we are placing the things, we can have the attack. So after completion of all these things, what we realized is we started x1 is equal to 1 itself wrong. Friends, we started x1 is equal to 1 itself wrong, and we moved to x1 is equal to 2. That is why this is called a backtracking. Backtracking means what? We'll start with something. We'll perform by depth wise, but we whenever we realize that we are doing something wrong, we'll go back and correct it wherever we started. In the 9 and 11 at the 9 and 11 steps, what we realized is x3 is wrong and x2 also wrong. We can correct x2, and we moved on at the node 15 and 16. What we realized is x2, x3, x4 also wrong, x3 also wrong, x2 also wrong, and more x1 is also wrong. We can go with another way. X1 is equal to 2. So you friends understood that we are taking these two only. This is a complete state space tree. Actually this is a complete state space tree, but we are taking only these two and getting one solution for the problem. So x1 is equal to 2. We started with x1 is equal to 2, and there also we'll get some attacks. After that we'll get some exam, some we'll get some sort of solution it here. X1 is equal to 2. X1 is equal to 2. So Q1 placed in second column. Q1. This is a Q1. Q1 placed in second column. Q2 placed in fourth column. Q2 placed in fourth column. This is Q2. Q2 placed in fourth column. Q3 placed in first column. Here one is missed. Q3 placed in first column. This is Q3 placed in first column. First column. Q4 placed in third column. So this is Q4. Q4 placed in third column. So this is one solution for the 4 queens problem. If someone tries with these two, 3 and 4, he may get one more solution. Or if you try with after failure of the taking from x1 is equal to 1, we realized and we can do x1 is equal to 3 also. Likewise, there may be some other solutions also, but by considering these two things, we can have one solution, one particular solution like this, right? If you are working with 8 queens problem, then this may be a solution, and our intention is to draw x1 is equal to 1, x1 is equal to 2, x1 is equal to 3, x1 is equal to 4. Likewise, 8 queens you need to draw. So you will get some solution like this. And friends, you are using a backtracking for this. If you are using a backtracking, then the solution is the time complexity is big O of n log n. But if you are using a general steps involving all the things, big O of n factorial you will get, which is by using a brute force technique, which is very dangerous time complex. But by using a backtracking method, we can have within n log n time. That's about 4 queens problem.